Children, now we are starting with problem set 4 of construction chapter. Question number 1. Select the correct alternative for each of the following questions. The first question is, number of tangents that can be drawn to a circle at a point on the circle is. Options are given: 3, 2, 1, 0. We have done in the construction that if the point is on the circle, there is only one and one tangent which can be drawn on the circle. So option C is the correct option. Now question number 2. The maximum number of tangents that can be drawn to a circle from a point outside it is. Options are given: 2, 1, 1 and only 1, and 0. If the point is outside the circle, you have done the construction. For example, this is the circle, and if the point is here, we have seen that there are two tangents which can be drawn from the point which is outside the circle. So option A is the correct option. Now question number 3. If triangle ABC is similar to triangle PQR and the ratio AB upon PQ given 7 upon 5, then triangle ABC is bigger, or triangle PQR is bigger, or both triangle will be equal. If you go to see the ratio of the corresponding sides, AB 7, PQ 5. So AB contribute 7 and PQ contribute 5. So triangle AB is a part of triangle ABC, and therefore triangle ABC is a bigger triangle. So option A is a correct option. Triangle ABC is bigger triangle. Now question number 2 of problem set. Draw a circle with center O. So a circle, this is a rough diagram, children, with center O. Let me mention, okay. And radius 3.5 centimeter. So radius 3.5 centimeter. Take a point P at a distance of 5.7 centimeter from O, or from the center, and we have to draw two tangents, that is PA and PA dash. We have already done. Let us do it again. So take the scale and the pencil and measure the distance 3.5 centimeter. Yes. And locate, mark the center, draw a circle, mark the center as O, mark the radius 3.5 centimeter. Now take a point P as per the rough diagram, and that point is 5.7 centimeter away from the center. Yes, 5.7, and this label it as P. Now, as we have already done, keep your pointer of the pulse on point P, take more than half, okay. Give an arc above, give an arc below. Now take the pointer and keep it at O, give an arc above and give an arc below. So this is for drawing a perpendicular bisector of OP. We are drawing perpendicular bisector of OP by joining these two arcs. Join these two intersecting arcs very carefully by locating the intersecting point first, as it is shown on the video. Join them. After this, Wherever this perpendicular line is cutting this OP, mark it as a center of the next circle. Mark it as M. Keep your pointer of the compass and adjust your compass so as the circle passes through O and P. Check it. Yes. Draw the circle. Now your circle passed from O and P. Now this circle with center M is intersecting the circle with center O at this point and at this point. Mark those points carefully and label them as A and A dash. Join the tangents, draw the tangents PA dash and PA very carefully. Yes, correct. Yes, these are the required tangents from the point P. Now as we know, already I have discussed it before, that tangents drawn from the point P are equal. Let us check. If they are equal, that means our construction is correct. It is 4.5 and this side. Keep the scale proper. It is 4.5. Both the tangents are equal in length and therefore our construction is absolutely. Now we have question number 3. Draw any circle of any length, any radius. Take any point A. This is the rough diagram, children. Take any point A. We can't see A point. Your fingers are coming. Yes. And construct tangent at point A. We have to construct tangent at point A. Rough diagram it is, children. Without using the center of the circle. We are not supposed to use the center of the circle as we did previously. So for that, children, we will be drawing a chord AB of any length. Label it as B and take a point C. Join AC and BC. And BC. How to do this construction? Let us see. Now children, we know this is the tangent and this is the chord. The angle at A will intersect this arc, which is highlighted by orange lines. Now if you go to C, angle C, the side of angle C is ending here and ending at B. The angle C is also intercepting the same orange arc and therefore this angle is equal to this angle by inscribe angle theorem. So this is the rough diagram. Equal to this angle, we have to draw an angle here without making use of center. So draw a circle of any length. Yes. Mark your center as O. Take a point A. Now draw a chord AB. Mark the point B. Take a point C. Join BC. AC. Now we got an angle at C and you know how to draw equal angle without making use of center. By drawing the equal angle, we know angle A here, this pink angle is equal to this blue angle. So we got this blue angle in our construction. Mark it as blue so that we know which angle we have got. Now equal to this, we will be constructing here angle at A. So for that, keep your pointer at C. Give the arc at angle C of desired length. Yes, just give an arc. Now keep the pointer at A and give an arc up to chord AB, up to chord AB. Yes, or wherever it is cutting the chord AB. Now keep your compass at angle C where the arcs are cutting both the sides of angle C. Yes. Now keep your pointer at this point here properly. Keep proper. Yes. Give an arc. So this arc has been intersected by this arc. That means we got the measurement how much the angle would be at C. Now join this point and this point. Very carefully join, children. Yes, this is the required tangent without making use of circle, without making use of center. So this angle and this angle are equal to one another. Now we have question number 4 of problem set. We have to draw a circle of diameter. Diameter means from this point to this point. The longest chord of the circle is 6.4 centimeter. So diameter is equal to 6.4 centimeter. Take a point R at a distance which is equal to its diameter. So we have to take one point R, and how much should be the distance? The distance will be 6.4 from the center. So from the center we have to measure once again 6.4 and take a point R. Suppose I have taken here a point R. Now from this point R, we need to draw tangent to this circle. Tangents to this circle. Let us say RA and RA dash. Now we have diameter which is 6.4, but with 6.4 we cannot draw the circle, children. It has to be first, we have to find out the radius. So radius is equal to diameter upon 2. Diameter is 6.4 upon 2. If you divide, you will get 2 3s are and 2 2s are. So the radius of the circle is 3.2 centimeter. Now we have to take radius of the circle as 3.2 and then draw the circle. And automatically we will get the diameter 6.4. So now we will see the construction. Draw the circle of 3.2 centimeter. Mark the point as O as per our rough diagram. Now take the point R, which would be 6.4 centimeter from the center. Equal to diameter means 6.4. Already we have 6.4 as diameter. Yes, 6.4. Yes. Mark the point R. Now children, we need to draw tangent from the point R. Let me check whether it is 6.4 or not once again. Yes, it is 6.4. Now keep the pointer of your compass at one of the point. You know this, we have to draw perpendicular bisector of OR. Now give an arc at the above the line, give an arc below the line, and keep the pointer at O Give an arc above OR. Yes. Give an arc below OR. Yes. Keep back again at R because that point is not intersecting. Yes. Now, there are 2 points. First, locate the point properly. Keep the scale properly. Yes. Yeah. Join those points. Draw the line. Now see here children, this line is exactly touching the circle because the distance of OR is 6.4 and half of 6.4 is 3.2. So therefore this line is touching the circle. Now as usual we will keep our pointer at M, label it as M. Adjust the compass in such a way that your circle should pass from O, yes, and R, correct, yes. Draw the circle. Yes, we got the circle. Now we see the circle with center M is intersecting circle with center O at this point. Locate this point properly. Yes, and below here as A, and here locate the point as A dash. Now join RA and RA dash. Keep the scale proper. Yes. Join RA and RA dash. Now these are the required tangents drawn from the point R, which is at a distance equal to the diameter of the circle. Let us measure RA and RA dash. RA is, keep the scale proper at A. At A, properly keep. Yes. RA is 5.4. So both the tangents are equal. That means our construction is correct. Now this is question number 5 of problem set. Children, first understand the question. Draw a circle with center P and draw an arc AB. Arc AB, AB, AB. The one which is orange. Draw an arc AB of 100 degree. Measure. Draw tangents at point A and at point B. You can see point A and point B. So we have to draw tangent here. First, we will take circle of any measure. It is not given what radius we should take. So we are taking the circle of any measure. Now, mark the center as P. Okay. Now draw a radius PA. Mark it as A. Now take the protector as it is told to draw an arc of 100 degree. Yes, 100 degree. So measure from here. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. Mark 100 very clearly. Yes. Now take the scale. Join those 2 points. Yes. Similarly, now this is an arc. Mark this point as B as per your rough diagram. This arc which we got is of 100 degree. Let us measure whether we are right or wrong. Keep the protector in such a way. Yes, it is exactly 100 degree. So the arc which is intercepted by APB is 100 degree. And angle also will be 100 degree, as we have learned in 9th standard. Central angle are equal to the arc. Now this is 100 degree, this arc is also 100 degree. Mark here 100 degree. Now extend line PA as you have done PB. We are going to draw the tangent at point A and at point B. Now you can draw the tangent, and tangent, you know, see, this is the tangent which is passing from here, and this is the tangent which is passing from here. So keep the pointer here at B. Give two arc both side of B, one arc over here and one arc over here. Now refer these two arcs, take more than half, give an arc below, give an arc above, keep the pointer on the other side, keep the pointer properly, exactly where the arc is intersecting the line, yes. Give an arc above and give an arc below, join these two arcs. This is the required tangent, properly keep the scale. At point B. This is the required tangent which is passing from the point B. Similarly, do the same steps for point A. Keep the compass and give an arc one side of A. Yes, very good. Another side of A. Now, take more than half. Give an arc above and below. Keep the pointer, a compass, yes. Other side, yes. Join these two intersecting arcs. Have a habit of locating the points where your line should go, so that when you are drawing, you can feel those depressions on the page. Yes, very good. Yeah. And then draw a line. So these are the two required tangents from the point A and B. Draw an arrow to the lines. This makes it complete. Children, previously those sums I have not drawn arrow. See to it that you draw the arrow as it is drawn here, and this completes your construction. Now question number 6. We have to draw a circle of radius 3.4 centimeter. And the center is E as it is labeled. Take point F on the circle, yes, exactly, on the circle. Now take another point A, Now you see, children, point E, F, A, all 3 points are in line. Take the point A above, write it here, so that we come to know that they are in one line. Now we can see point E, F, A are in one line, collinear they are. Now at what distance we have to take point A? It is mentioned, take another point A such that they are in one line, EFA. Now FA should be 4.1. So distance between F and A should be 4.1 centimeter. Now we have to draw tangent to the circle from the point A. Children, same method we have to follow, only the point, how far it should be from the center, that matters. Now measure the distance, 3.4 centimeter, children, and draw a circle. Draw a circle of 3.4 centimeter. It is 3.4 centimeter, children. Draw a circle. Draw a circle. Mark the center as E. As per rough diagram we have already drawn. Take the point F on the circle. 3.4 centimeter. Now from point F, take another point A At a distance 4.1, at a distance 4.1, take point A at a distance of 4.1 from F. Keep the scale properly first. 4.1 only, yes. Mark it A above the line, so that we can say they are collinear. Now, F point A is at 4.1 distance from the point F. Now children, as usual, you know, we have to draw tangent from the point A. So, we are going to bisect the line EA by taking more than half. Give an arc above the line, give an arc below the line, yes, above the line, below the line. Keep the pointer again at A, yes. Now join these two intersecting arcs. First locate the point, always have the habit of locating the point, so that when you keep the scale, you do not make any mistake. Yes. Now this is the perpendicular bisector of EA. Now consider the point where this line is cutting the EA as a center. Yes, consider it as a center and draw a circle which should pass from E and A. Now, wherever the circle with center M, label this point as F properly. Yes, here is F. This point is F and this point is M. Okay. Now, join the point A and the two circle intersecting. Locate this point first and the point below. Join them. Children, each construction you must do for 5 times. The more you do, the best you become. Practice makes a man perfect. Join them. In construction, at least 5 to 6 times one construction should be drawn. Put an arrow on each line. Yes. Now measure. These are the required tangents drawn from the point A to the circle. Keep the scale properly at, yes, it is 6.1. Write it there, 6.1. 6.6, sorry. Yes, 6.6. That means your construction is perfect. Now we have question number 7 of problem set. Triangle ABC is similar to triangle LBN. It is given. Triangle ABC similar to triangle LBN. And reason is given. Now triangle ABC, in triangle ABC, AB is 5.1. AB is 5.1. Angle B is 40 degree and BC is 4.8. So we can easily construct this triangle because all the 3 things are given for constructing the triangle. But for constructing LBN, AC upon LN is given 4 upon 7. All other parameters are not given. So we are going to check the corresponding angles and corresponding sides. We see angle A is equal to angle L, angle B is equal to angle B. That means they have common vertex. They have common vertex, common angle. So these two triangles are not separate triangles. They are not separate, can be drawn. These two triangles are one above the other. Now we want to see AC, whether one above the other means somewhere they share the vertex B. So AC ratio is 4 and ln is 7. That means ln is a LBN triangle is a large triangle and AC is a smaller triangle. So it is already drawn here, triangle ABC, and we need to draw LBN. B is already there. L we have to draw. L will correspond to, now AB corresponds to LB. AB corresponds to LB. That means L will be somewhere here. BC corresponds to BN. BC corresponds to BN. That means N will be somewhere here. And automatically AC corresponds to LN. So this is a rough diagram which we have to construct. So these are not two separate triangles. If ratio is given, then we use that ratio and find the sides of other triangle and draw it, but they are sharing a common vertex B. So the method is, we will take, first we will construct triangle ABC, and for triangle ABC we will draw a line BC 4.8. Yes, mark it BC 4.8. Extend BC line further. Okay. Now children, at angle B you have to take, at B you have to take angle 40 degree. Keep your protector very carefully. Yes. Mark 40 degree. There is a very good clarity. You can see every detail. Join the line. Now take 5.1 arc. Measure it with the compass. Adjust your compass so that it is 5.1. Keep the scale little bit up. Yes. Yes, 5.1. Give an arc by keeping the pointer at B. And wherever the arc is cutting the line, that point is A. Mark 40 degree as per the rough diagram. Now join A and C. Draw line below line X as we have done previously, below BC of any angle 60 degree. Mark it. Draw the line X. Now we have got the ratio. This is our line X. AC upon ln. AC upon ln as 4 upon 7. Now the number 7 is greater than 4, so we are going to divide this line X into 7 equal parts. 1.2. You can also take 1.3. Okay. Okay. And line X into 7 equal part. So we have divided the line X into 7 equal part. Now children, you can see the ratio 4 upon 7. 7 equal parts, and as per the rough diagram, so point C should be joined by the fourth part of the fourth equal part, 1, 2, 3, 4 with point C. Now see children, at 7th equal part, we are going to draw an angle which is equal to this angle. At 7th equal part, we are going to draw an angle which is equal to this angle. Now children, why did I join fourth part to the C? Why not 7th part? The reason is, you know, AC is a side of the triangle ABC and LN is the side of the triangle LBN. So LN 4 and AC, LN 7 part and AC 4 part, and therefore AC should be joined to the fourth equal part. Now we will go for 7th, and now we will be, as I said before, we will be drawing equal angle at 7th part equal to fourth part. So keep the pointer at 4th, give an arc, lift the compass, keep at 7th part, give an arc. Now adjust your compass as per the measurement of the angle at the 4th part. Yes, very good. And now keep your compass at this arc and give an arc. Join the 7th part and this arc. Keep the scale in such a way that the line get extended. Yes, very clearly you can see. Yes, first location of the point is important. And join them and extend the line up to BC. So we got a line, let us label it as XN. Let us label that point as N. So we got point N. Now line CB dash is parallel to NX. Now similarly, at the top above the line BC, we have got an angle C here. We will be drawing equal angle to C at point N, because parallel line corresponding angles are equal. See how this line is parallel to this line. So this angle is corresponding to this angle and corresponding angles are equal. Similarly, if this line is parallel to this line will also be parallel to this line. So we will draw corresponding equal. Now we have got here one angle, but we want to get the angle over here. Just to locate the point N, we have done this division of line X into 7 equal part, joined the fourth part with C and join the 7th part, drawn equal angle, and then got the point N. Now we got the point N. At point N we will be drawing angle equal to angle C. Similar method we have to follow, which we followed here over here. Keep the compass at point C, give an arc, of desired length. Same way, keep it here. Give an arc of desired length. Now we got this length of the angle, but we don't know this length over here. This can be very big, 180 degree it can be. So what we will do, we will measure this. Okay. Yes. And now keep the pointer. Yes. Keep the pointer properly. Yes. Give an arc. Okay. And join the point X and intersecting arcs. Locate the point at intersecting arc. Keep the scale. Extend the line. Join it. Yes. And the point where line is intersecting, this point is N point. L point, sorry, L point. This is L, this is N, and this is A, this is C. Now this angle is equal to this angle because line NL is parallel to line AC. This is the required triangle. This is the required triangle when the ratios are given and one of the triangles two sides and one angle is given, then we can construct the triangle. Similar triangle. Children, here we have question number 8, that is the last question of your problem set. Construct triangle PYQ. We want to construct triangle PYQ such that triangle PY is 6.3 and YQ is 7.2, PQ is 5.8, and if YZ upon YQ is equal to 6.5, then construct the triangle XYZ similar to triangle PYQ. So here it is given XYZ, triangle XYZ similar to triangle PYQ. So reason given, XYZ is similar to PYQ. Now children, see, angle X will be equal to angle P, angle Y will be equal to angle Y. So we can see here angle Y is common in both. So these two triangles are not separate, they are not different. They are overlapping one another. They are sharing the common vertex. They are sharing the common vertex. YZ upon YQ is equal to 6 upon 5. Ratio is given. So let us see which ratio will fall on what. Now if we go to see XY upon PY, XY corresponds to PY, YZ corresponds to YQ, and XZ corresponds to PQ. So here these two triangles are similar, they are having common vertex Y. So rough diagram first we will draw and then we will go for construction. So as Y is a common vertex, let's take Y as a base, mark it as Y. YP is 6.3, draw a line, it is a rough diagram. YP is 6.3 and YQ is 7.2 and PQ is 5.8. Yeah, PQ is 5.8. It will be easy to construct this triangle. Now we want to decide where will be x, y, z. We got y of x. Y of x. Now we want x and z to locate. Now x, y corresponds to py. That means our x point is on this line. Somewhere here it can be or here it can be. Our x point can be somewhere here or somewhere here. But yz is the line of xyz which contribute 6 part of the ratio. Which contribute 6 part of the ratio. That means our XYZ triangle is bigger triangle. And X will come outside. And here YQ is this. YQ corresponds to YZ. YQ corresponds to YZ. So YZ would be here. Join X and Z. This is the required triangle which you will have to draw. So let's go for it. And it has very large parameters, 7.2, 5.8, 6.3. So we'll be using the larger page for it. Okay, children. Now first we will see YP is 6.3. We will take a very big line over here. Here. Children, YP is 6.3 centimeter. So we will be drawing a line. I have already drawn YP as 6.3 centimeter. Marked point P as on the line 6.3. Okay. Now I have also drawn a line X so that we can divide the line into 6 equal part. Now why will we divide 6 equal part? Their ratio is given 6 upon 5. So 6 number is greater than 5. So I should divide this line which is below into 6 equal part. Come on. Start dividing by into 6 equal part. Take 1.2. Okay. Give the marking. Yes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Now children, we want to decide which point, which part of this line should be joining with P. We have got in our rough diagram, we have already drawn the rough diagram. YP is inside and YX is outside. So YP ratio is equal to 5. YP is contributing, YQ is contributing 5 parts as per the ratio and YZ is contributing 6 parts. So we shall join the 5th part of our line to the point P. YQ is a line of YPQ. YQ ratio which is mentioned is the line of the triangle YPQ, and YPQ contribute smaller ratio, that is 5 then 6, and therefore fifth part of the line X should be joined with point P. Now at the sixth part we are supposed to draw equal angle. Keep the compass at the fifth part, draw and give an arc. Keep the pointer at sixth part, give an arc. Yes, no problem. Give an arc. Now measure this gap. Measure means adjust your compass as per this gap of the angle. Very clearly you have to keep your scale, your pointer and the pencil. No. Yes, adjust it. More inside. Yes. It is still not. तूने आँख इतना छोटा लिया ना? Yeah. Join this arc and the sixth part. Now you see this line is parallel to this line, and therefore corresponding angles are equal, and we have drawn. Because of this angle we got this line. We can locate now the point X. This is the point X as per our rough diagram. See, we got this point X. Now we will have to draw the upper part of the construction, which we have not done. Let us see. 7.2 you have to take and give an arc over here. Measure 7.2. Yes, 7.2 it is. Keep at Y and give an arc, large arc. Okay. Now, take the measurement of 5.8 as per the rough diagram. See, 5.8. Yes, little bit more. Yes, it is exactly 5.8. Keep on P, give an arc. Join this intersecting arc and Y. First locate the point where the arcs are intersecting. Join it and join YP. YP is, Q, PQ. This is point Q. QP is 5.8. YQ is 7.2. Now children, we have already got point X by this construction, and now we want to locate point Z. For locating the point Z, we know this line is parallel to this line. Similarly, PQ is parallel to XZ. So for XZ, these two lines are, this angle will be equal to this angle. So we will be drawing an equal angle over here. Okay. Keep at X. Give an arc, no problem. Give an arc. Okay. Measure this gap. Adjust the compass as per this gap. Okay. Keep your compass over here where the arc is intersecting. Give an arc. Now, this point and X point, which we have got, locate it. Extend first this line. Okay. Now, these 2 points should be located and joined. X. Join it. Yeah. This is your point Z over here. And this is the required triangle. Let me zoom in, children. Yes. Yes. This is the required triangle. And we are done with the chapter, children. I request you all to draw each sum for 5 times. You can always pause the video and you can do the construction very nicely. Best of luck for your examination.